Hello, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And I'm Brad Payne, President of FPIW Action.
A couple disclaimers before we get started today. Nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. It's simply a public service to meet and greet the candidate.
All right. Well, JW, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys being here this morning.
Yeah, same with you. So I get the first question. It's kind of a three-parter. If you would tell everyone what position specifically you're running for, then
Mhm.
share a little bit about yourself and your family, and then finish up with an explanation of your experience for this position.
All righty. Yeah. So I'm running for Thurston County Commissioner, District 2, which is the east side of Thurston County. But of course, once elected, we serve everybody in the county. And that's why the general electorate will decide in November, whereas the primary was just our local district voters. So my wife Nikki and I have been married for 40 years this year and raised up four kids who all are more or less in the area. And our youngest, our daughter, she and her husband will soon be living right next door to us as they got a construction loan and I'm the general contractor, which I don't know much about, but I'm learning fast, to build them a house so they and their four kids can live right next door to grandma and grandpa, which is the heart and soul of our life right now. So we just love that. My experience is that first I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years, and then I was served as a paramedic firefighter for 34 years, 25 of them right here in Thurston County. And in '96, my wife and I moved out here to Yelm to start the paramedic program with the fire department here. And it was then that I started getting involved in the local government, first being on the parks board and then working, with the schools, Dollars for Scholars and all that. And pretty soon, when you start saying yes, they start asking more. And I love doing it. So Rotary, VFW, all of those service groups helping the community. But I found myself on the city council and then reelected to that position. Then in 2016 became the appointed mayor, ran for the election, and served another 4-year term. And during that time as mayor, not only taking care of Yelm during a very critical time, getting us through COVID and through some other interesting things that happened at that time, I was also trying to bring Yelm into the greater conversation regionally. So I became the chair of the Thurston Regional Planning Council. I served on the South Sound Military Communities Partnership Board and brought Yelm into the conversation along with the other southern parts of the county so that we could help steer Thurston County as a whole. And those experiences really helped develop me as a government person. I don't like to say politician because I wish that this position that I was running for was nonpartisan. I run as an independent because I always have been an independent thinker and voter. I can talk to people on both sides of a issue and bring the conversation forward where some people get a little bit too far on one side or the other and it's hard for them to talk. So that's what I've been known for as a collaborator, and I'm looking forward to doing that at the county level.
Great. What is your primary promise to the public if you are elected?
Yeah, it's hard to pick a primary one, but I'll tell you the thing that people complain about the most is that it's really hard to get work done with the county, getting a building permit or even just being heard. And it's always been important to me to listen to folks, to understand what their issues are, and then speak back to them so that they know that I understand and I'm working with them on their problem. I think we can develop that better at the county level. Start with yes, and communicate better with our constituency or our citizens, our customers, if you will, when they come to the county for work. And it takes some work to develop that culture. That's my promise to the voters, is that we will develop that culture of yes, and we're here to help really at the county level.
All right. JW, what differentiates you from your opponent?
Well, mostly it's the experience that I bring to this position. My opponent has been working in King County with great big old King County budgets, working on King County sized problems. And when she talks about coming to Thurston County, it's as if she can transfer those issues and that money down to Thurston County level, which obviously we cannot. She doesn't have experience in the government arena like I do. For 25 years, I've been working with all of the people who are in government in Thurston County. Have already got those built relationships, which take a long time to develop and nurture. And I have the experience of what it takes to be the county commissioner, whereas my opponents would be learning a lot, which you can do. I'm not saying she's not capable of doing so. It's just I'm ready to go now, and otherwise it would take her quite a long time to come up to speed in that position.
All right, our fourth and final question is, what did you learn during the primary campaign that is positively impacting you during this general election?
Well, I really liked the primary results. Again, it was just our district, and I got 58% of the vote. My opponent got 42%. And that gave me a very positive outlook on how the campaign will go. But I understand that I have to reach my message out to the rest of the county who will be voting in November. The thing that has positively impacted me the most, though, is when I'm talking to people in so many different areas that I meet them at, and they go, "Oh, JW, yeah, I know you. You were on this, or I saw you at that, and I really think that you're the right person for the job." When I hear that feedback over and over again, I start to believe it too. And so that's been nice to have those conversations as we go through this campaign, which is rather arduous to go through a year-long campaign, I'll tell you.
Well, we won't argue with you on that point. So, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We thank you for your time and for sharing with our listeners, and we wish you luck in the campaign.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
All right.
Brian.
Thank you.
Well, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. A friendly reminder, nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. Like we like to say around here, let's go out there and defend and advance biblical values in the public square. God bless.